morning, everybody. July 23rd. I hope you're all doing well today. Thought we should do another herding today. It's been a while. I had this one planned. It's a PS1 Transformers game. And it looked really bad. So that's what we were going to do. Still getting used to my new headset. I like to think I got the audio right, but it seems like I'm even louder than usual, so hopefully that's not going to be a problem. I don't know. We'll see. It's a... Stop me if you've heard this before, but it's been a long day. That's what we got medicine for. It's well... If I said it was fine, would you believe me? Me either, so... Alright. Doing a herding, yes. I was gonna start by doing the Dante's Inferno spiel, but I don't know if I've got it in me. Right, so we're just gonna I'm going to restart the game though. Looking forward to wherever this is. I did see a little bit of the intro because I have to test audio, but believe me when I say it's a real treat. Ooh.
Plasma cannons to full power.
Shields are doing a major fade.
We're going down.
Yes, the planet has energon.
Too much energon. Continued exposure to unaltered forms will result in permanent damage.
Create alternate forms based on the most powerful local creatures.
Scanning and replication of local life forms complete. You may emerge.
Too much energon.
If they ever get enough, they could conquer the galaxy.
all okay. You know, we're all just out here doing the best we can. I feel like you didn't have to go that hard. Oh, Jesus Christ. As far as I know, this is based on an animated show. And I don't know for a fact, but I don't know.
Leave mode. Transform immediately.
As far as I know, they just took the intro to that and put it on here, but I don't know for a fact. But don't that seem like a Saturday morning cartoon that aired for all of like 1 week, and then it got canceled? Don't it seem like that, right?
Select team.
Turn it down a little bit.
Predacon.
Maximal.
Predacon.
Maximal.
Predacon.
Maximal.
Like I would assume,
Predacon.
Predacons are the bad guys, but don't this
Maximal.
look like the bad guy one? Am I nitpicking? Probably. But, right?
Predacon. Start mission. Options. View high scores. Load save game. Start mission.
What's happening here? So, urban and then like urban suburban. This is how it's a desert. Has expanded his easy reach of Tarantula's lair.
Megatron. Scorponok. Inferno. Tarantula. Megatron. Scorponok. Inferno.
Inferno is just a fire.
Tarantulas. Megatron. Scorponok. Inferno. Scorponok. Inferno. Scorponok. Megatron. Scorponok. Megatron. Tarantulas.
Okay, hold on. What are we doing?
Inferno.
Sure. Let's get this over with. Hold on. Let's see. Why did it go so low? That's weird. Okay. Okay. Odd. That does seem really low. Jonas, thank you. Appreciate you for that. Why is it... microphone, why? That is, yeah. Well, why? Well, give me 1 second to adjust because it seems like That would do it. Microphone test stuff. That oh right. That should be better. Hopefully that's better. Hold on. Oh, I hate that it does that every once in a while. Good. Alright, let me. So it should be better. Hold on, let me. I'm really hoping that's better. You have to let me know if it's not. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh god. Okay, hold on. That being said, I don't know why it does that. Every once in a while it'll set my microphone back to just normal, standard, and it's very quiet. Okay. There's tank controls. No.
Beast Lord. Inferno, terrorize.
Right.
Beast Lord. Inferno, terrorize.
Okay. What? Why? So L1. I'll show you what L1 does. You see where the cursor goes back to the middle? That's L1. And you let go of it. It drifts to the left. And L1 just... and you let go of it. Why? L1? Alright. Game. Like, chill a little bit. R2 makes him strafe to the left. L2 makes him strafe to the right. Why? 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 Alright, fine. Okay, right. And yeah, we got tank controls, so left and right turns them. Forward and back. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. If... oh, right. So... oh... that lavender bar next to the green one is our ammo. Is it? Or is it just... no, it's just slowly running out. Okay, that's my timer. Good. Thanks for letting me know, because that... oh my god. That is just... you could have told me sooner, game. That's the timer bar. Okay. You know you love to see it. Okay. God, if there's any game in the world that should have tank controls, it should not be this one. Oh, I hate this. It just I gotta assume once we run out of that purple meter we're gonna die, so like, can I shoot you or not? Because by the time I turn around they're always gone. What's happening?
Danger. Energon meter low. Transform immediately.
Beast mode.
Oh. When you're an animal it refills. But I can't attack. Oh my god. Really?
Infernal Arise. Beast mode.
What? Really? I'm just gonna scuttle around a little bit. So it really is just forcing me to turn into an ant for a while so it can recharge. Why not just not have it do that? Couldn't you not do that, please? I feel like this would be a better game overall if you did not do that. Let's refuel, I suppose.
Infernal Arise.
You'd still think you could attack as a animal, right? Like, 'cause that wasn't that the point of them turning into the animals? What is happening? Do I have a... I just... So... the good news is there doesn't appear to be anything over here. I'm glad. Why? Why? That's the dumbest... Ah! Well, that jump is just absolutely useless. That is the worst jump I've ever seen in anything. That is... Ah! Aren't we the scorpions, right? I know one of my dudes could be a scorpion. So do both sides get the same animals? Or are we killing like actual scorpions? Because if that's the case, why did it explode? And what's that thing supposed to be? I know for a fact the animal forms had their own stats that included power. So why can't I attack? Hold on. Oh, take those off. There we go. Gotta be used to not being able to hear myself when I talk. Oh god, it's very disorienting. Is audio still going alright? I mean, it looks like it's still going alright. I'm gonna have to get used to talking and wearing those. It's like that thing where you can't hear yourself and it makes talking difficult. Right.
Infernal Arise.
Well, my only thought is maybe. I'm gonna give the game the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe I chose the one character that can't attack while they're in animal form, because if that's not the case, then may God have mercy on your soul, game. That's supremely messed up. They gave the animals attack stats and everything. The ant just cannot attack. Like, I know what the attack button is. I've been doing it. Right. So, like, I've got to assume if I try jumping off this thing, we're dead, right? No, it would help a look feature. I got all these buttons, but I can't look. Yeah, look at that jump. Look at him. Alright. Right. It's fine. We're just gonna be an ant for a while. Forget this, I'm gonna be an ant. We're gonna go live out in the desert. I really don't care anymore. God, I think we can get up there somehow. I'm almost dead.
Infernal terrorize.
Ah, Christ. Right, we're about to. Yeah. Right.
Danger. Strength
Walk.
low.
Who's shooting at me?
Mission failed.
Really? God, you know it'd be great for that? Being able to look around. Yeah.
Start mission. Tarantula.
Yeah, speed, strength, agility. So, like, wait, firepower. So, is strength a different stat? What is happening? Agility. What do you mean?
Megatron. Scorponaut. Tarantula. Megatron. Scorponaut. Tarantula. Megatron.
Well, we can't play as Ant-Man anymore. We lost Ant-Man. Each of these characters has a life, and when you die, you lose them. Good.
Megatron.
Megatron, it's you and me. We're gonna do this. Right. So, like, what would agility be then? Because, like, I get speed,
Beast mode.
but is there a character that doesn't jump like they're a bathtub with like a single wheel at the bottom of it? Not even like a centered wheel, just like off to the side. Because, what a... Oh, look at him. Look at him chonking around. His little tail. He looks like a purple Thanksgiving turkey with like a little tail attached to it, don't he? This is adorable. It wags when he runs. Still can't attack while I'm in animal form. Still strafe though, so good. Oh my god. Oh, that face though. So what's the point? Why? What does it matter if what animal you turn into if they can't do anything? They're all just like.
Terrorize.
Megatron, I will crucify you. That hurt me. Why it exploding hurt me. Game, you crossed the line there. That is uncalled for. I hate you.
Beads.
Beads. So, Fo, good morning. How are you? Hope you're able to hear the game and me, or, you know, maybe just the game. Or, yeah. You know, whatever. Tried to correct for the audio, and my family's just downstairs having a conversation as loud as they can possibly have a conversation. My mother's husband talks on the phone like there's a fire, like he just screams everything. It's wild. Oh, you should. That slime one that you did was great. We're gonna top up on our energy and be a purple turkey for a while, so it's it's just like to refill your energon, you turn into an animal for a little bit. So why don't they just save you the hassle and not drain your energon? It's a game where just periodically you have to stop and get gas. Which, I mean, like, I guess in a more realistic game, maybe. I'm here to be a dinosaur, to be honest with you. How am I meant to do this any better where I can't? Swear to God, there's no way to hit things without them hurting you first. Or like they hit, or you kill them in the explosion. Their explosion hurts you. It's messed up. In a game with tank controls, how am I supposed to get him? Yeah. Oh my God, look how he turns. You poor thing. It's like they modeled the character after the actual, like after the action figure. And they're like trying to bend his limbs the same way you would. I can't explain it otherwise. Well, we're at half health and what is happening? Oh, you know. Beast Wars. I hate you. That hurt me still. That still hurt me. What? So there really is no way to kill things in this game without taking damage yourself. Like, right? Can we agree on that? Okay. Treat ourselves with a beat mode. God, like, okay, so that's something I was wondering too. It's a third-person shooter, right? We can agree on that. How would you define a 3D platform? Because isn't that like the most vague thing, right? If it's a 3D game that you can jump, wouldn't that make it a 3D platformer, right? So like, wouldn't this be a 3D platformer? Right? Yeah, there's our jump. God, I don't know. I hardly want to call this a video game. Oh, coffee sounds good. I got some coffee too. I just took some of my sleeping medicine and we're gonna do our best today. We're gonna, you know, well, we're here. You know, do the best you can. Play a bad video game and you take some medicine. It's alright. Where do I go? Why is he getting louder? Oh, Christ. Jump. Don't it seem like you can get up there? Like here? Like, I know for a fact you can get up there, right? Or can you? Hold on. I don't think we can get up there. It's driving me crazy. Ugh, I hate that. Let's refill real quick. I say refill because we can walk around like this. We have no attack button. So we may as well just not, right? Like, what is this? You never in your life thought you'd be a really scary purple T-Rex and not have an attack button. Wasn't expecting that going in. Alright, let's compliment the game. Let's give the game a compliment. It's a bit of a cop-out because this is like the thing that we fall back on every time, it seems like. But can I not get up there, really? Ah, too steep. Good. Can I just like, is it like a big ring or something? Who are you? Well, okay then. Right. Good. What is happening? No, it's the thing that I fall back on every time. It's like, conceptually, there's a lot of good ideas here. But that's not fair. That's just like, you can make a game as bad as you want and be like, oh, well, I wanted to do this. And you don't get credit for that, right? You don't get credit for the stuff that you wanted to do. Where am I going? Is this the end of the level? Am I just gonna keep going? The weirdest elevator? Is that the end of the level? Please, God, let that be the end of the level. Well, there's health anyway. Who are you? Good. Fine. No. Well.
Beast mode.
It's a fun idea that each level's based around a mission. You gotta go sneak in this place, you gotta go destroy this thing, you gotta go, you got missions. It's not just like go to the end of the level. It's not like here you run through this field and you touch the flagpole. That has its appeal, but we have a reason to be in each of these levels. We have a task to perform. It's a good idea. Terrible game, it's a good idea. When you die as one of your characters, you can no longer select that character. So each character represents one life. That actually, I like that. It's a little more challenging that way. You get punished more for dying, but I kind of like that as a concept. In a better game, it would reward you for every single time we want to attempt this jump. We gotta wait the 6 weeks it takes to get up here. In a better game, you'd be able to choose characters who are better at certain things for that level objective. This game, every character's bad, so that's not great. Conceptually a good idea, terrible game. Could you not get me any closer? Is that it? Really? Are you okay? Fine. What I wanted to heal. What happened? Why am I up here? There was health up there. Why? 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 Why am I up here? And why am I not up there? Really? Is the platform going to come back down? Can I get that health, or am I just like... Oh, thank God. I was about to throw something. Gotta heal, because I keep taking damage somehow, because everything in this game hurts you. Alright. It's fine. Come on, Megatron, you and me, we're something. Teamwork. We're gonna do this again. Why did I step on that, and what did it accomplish? It teleported me to a location that doesn't seem to matter. Why? What's so special about that spot? Why would that be a thing? Is it just like the game is so bad that you can't normally jump up the pyramid? They had to actually give you a teleporty spot so you can get on top of it? Is that what's going on? It's glowing again, so I gotta assume it'll teleport me again. Let's not step on that ever. It's just, it's tank controls, so we have to actually... He slides just slightly too. We got one of the three, so that's good. Does this hurt me? Remember, there's
Beast mode.
fine. It just gets you down faster. Sure. Fine. So we're trying to. We gotta fight. We're using tank controls. You see how slow he turns. If someone sneaks up from behind me, they're gonna drain half my health bar before I can even face them. It's messed up. Okay, well, I've got no idea what that accomplished. In fact, I'd go so far as to say nothing. So that's unfortunate. We're just gonna keep going. Electric fence. Electric fence is still there. I just. What's happening?
Megatron terrorize.
This certainly seems like a death pit, don't it? For all I know, they want me to jump across here, though. I would love if we could expand that map a little bit. That don't seem to be something that you can do, though, so we're just going to keep going. We made it on top of the pyramid. And we found a thing. So we've got that going for us. Good. God, he runs like he just spent all day on the toilet. What's happening? Let's go back, I suppose. The only thing I can think of is, I mean, now I want to collect the other two of those things. It wasn't in the level objective. And I kind of hate that I can't bring back up the level objective because now I feel like I missed something. Right? Maybe? Because I got no idea what's going on. There's really nothing over here. It is just an empty room. Oh yeah, no, this is hurting. You know? That's why I title hurting videos a very specific way. What is the purpose of over here? There's nothing over here. There was a single button, and I don't even know if the button did anything. It didn't seem like it did. What is happening? Oh, darkness. Oh, God. Oh, take me now. Was that where I started? Oh, hold on. What? So... Alright, we gotta top up on energy, so let's be a T-Rex for a bit, I guess. In my life, I never thought I'd say I'd be a T-Rex, I guess. How do you make being a T-Rex boring? Stop. Did that hurt me? No. Right. So... options. I climb back on top of the pyramid, but we just established that there's nothing up there. I've been up there. There's an electrical wall here that we figured that we can't run through either. We've tried hugging electric walls before. It didn't let you do anything. Right. So, wall. Right. I really wish we could look because that'd make this a lot easier, wouldn't it? Why is there just a random pit here though? That's the thing. Because like it's not well. When the game has controls this bad, that probably does count as an obstacle. Okay, that's fair actually. All right. And this thing over here, which I just assumed we're trying to activate some sort of bridge, but forget it. Fine. Good. Sure. Okay. The character runs like both of his feet are trapped inside of tubas. How was I supposed to know you can jump across that? You can't jump anywhere else. Yeah, alright. Is this another death? That's not a... Okay, that's not a death pit. Hold on. I gotta think this is where we're supposed to be going. I don't know. Fine. Green is the danger color, so we're not going to go down there. There's another one of those 1,000-year elevators. See another green thing, so got that to look forward to. Where are you landing? Really? Really? Don't you dare. Okay. Oh, I was right. This is a 3D platformer. And may God have mercy on your soul. Teleporty boys. Yep. Okay. You really just have to hope that you lock onto stuff, because you've got no way of controlling the camera. You barely have any way of controlling your character. If you don't lock onto an enemy, they're just going to keep shooting until you die. I mean, yeah. But we kind of just give it a pass because Kakashi's is just a rad dude, so we just kind of like, you know, just forget about it. Doesn't really come up. Early Naruto, though, like, actually a lot of anime is really uncomfortable in a lot of ways. But early Naruto was a lot worse than most. Well, I say most. Early Naruto was a lot worse than later Naruto, I should say. It calmed down quite a bit once it got popular, but early Naruto had like the sexy jutsu. It was yeah, Naruto changed a lot after the very beginning.
Danger. Energon meter low. Transform immediately.
Getting shot at, and what is that meter? Why? Oh my god, it's be a T-Rex, so our thing can recharge. If something comes at us, we have to also recharge, or go back, and then either we're taking like environmental damage, or we're just getting shot. So we're just gonna be a T-Rex standing here. Hopefully nothing comes by because, right? That's fair. We have no way to defend ourselves while we're recharging. Health? God, please just let me stay here for a moment. Christ.
Immediately. This probably takes as long as it should to recharge, yeah. This seems about fair. Alright. It just, you know? Sip of coffee and I'm good. Think about where my life went wrong. Oh, found it. There we go. All in all, it didn't take me as long as I thought it would.
Terrorize!
You really do think you'd be able to attack when you're in your animal form, though, right? Like, I can't be the only one that thinks that's ridiculous. What's down here? Have I been down there before? Because if I have, I won't be able to get back up. It's just, what's down here? What's going on over here? Is this the... Why was I even over here in that case? What did over here? My energy's already half gone. That's ridiculous. We're just... Alright, time to recharge, team. I will throw something. What is happening? What was over here? I didn't find anything. Did I? We're supposed to be like over there. I got to assume the water will kill us. Let's try going over there. Why? What? Like the right path then? What did that accomplish?
Mission failed. Danger. Strength low. Start mission.
Violence.
Scorpionoid. Tarantula. Scorpionoid. Tarantula. Scorpionoid.
Sure. I don't care anymore. I barely cared to begin with. What is happening? Why is his meter so big? Bees, you can't just ask a man why his meter's so big. That's fair. Alright, well. Don't mind me, I'm just your friendly neighborhood scorpion. I'm just gonna scuttling. Excuse me while I scuttle. The electricity's nowhere near me. Why can't I go through there? Alright, we're just gonna keep scuttling. Alright. I'm in danger. Could I? Boop. It's fine. It's fine. Just keep going. Scuttle. Do some stuff sometimes. It's fine. Nail it. Oh god. I'm one of you. Oh god. Spare me. So that's really the thing. Those are like enemies. So like, are we not on the same team? I'm a scorpion too. I thought we were all different animals. Or do scorpions in this world just do that, like natural scorpions? Or do scorpions in real life do that and I don't know about it? Something's going on here. It's at the bottom of it.
Danger. Strength low. Mission failed.
Yeah, that's probably not fair. That likely that wasn't the smartest way to go through the level. I understand that. Counter argument: this game's really stupid. So, you know, there's a, you know, you can plead your case on both sides, I suppose, if you want to badly enough.
Tarantula.
All right, you and me, Tarantulas, we got this. The hopes and dreams of all of our fallen comrades lie squarely on our shoulders. Why is your meter light? Wow! What is going on? He can't take a punch though. Look at this man's health bar. Feeble. Huh. That's good. I'm surprised that didn't kill us actually. That one dropped health. Is that a thing I didn't know about? I didn't want to pick it up. I was 12 square miles away from that health. Why did he pick it up? Wanted to save it for later. Okay. Fine. Look at his little legs. Oh my god. Little nubby legs. Yeah. Alright. Alright, Spider-Man, we're just, you know, we're gonna do our best. Alright. If nothing else, there's no way in the world we'll run out of energy before he runs out of health, so that's great. Makes it easier for us. I said alright, stop. Yeah. Gorilla robot. Alright. So really that's the play. You can't dodge. Like there's no way you can dodge. But you can jump in place. So like you really just have to jump in place and hopefully like Mega Man style. You can't run around their shots. You have to jump over their shots, which is a wild way to do this. But I think that's been working more than something. I don't know. Just whatever works. It's like one of those old westerns when you saw the cowboys jumping in place to avoid being shot. It's like that. I love his little nubby legs. Why is my butt sparking? Alright, I'd like to say don't take that out of context, but even in context, that's really weird. Still going. Oh, my shoulders are doing it too. Really? At almost full health, is that like the Games Wave telling me I'm damaged? Because I'm kind of mad about that. I worked hard to not take any damage, and my character's acting like it's the end of the world. They're acting like a toddler, just it's fine. Okay. Oh, he's sparking because we're in man form, and he's losing his stuff. Gotcha. So this meter, really? So the way things respawn, I hate that so much. The way things respawn, there's no safe spot because there's flying enemies and they respawn. And by the time you realize there's one there, hitting you, you go to transform back, it takes you like several seconds to transform back. So there's just... Thank you. So there's no safe place to charge back up, but you have to charge back up. You can't charge up without taking damage, but you also need to do it or you die.
Danger. Strength low.
Let's see if I can make this jump again.
Danger. Strength low.
Oh, we haven't put down the force field yet though, have we? I'll do that. I sincerely doubt we're gonna make it, but I've been saying that for
Danger.
years.
Strength low.
Oh god, I haven't been to do a hurting for a while, so this seems about right. Okay, so that is the force field over there. It's just impossible to tell because everything looks the same. That gap that we jump across, that's the force field on the other side of that. You just wouldn't know because it all looks the same. Oh Christ, can I jump here or do I need to be spider form?
Danger.
Life's not fair sometimes, but we just do the best we can because what's the alternative, right? It's not like you have anyone you can complain to. So, hear me out. I was secretly one of the good guys sabotaging the bad guys. So, in a roundabout way, we won. Yeah? Let's just...
Predacon.
I really want to just beat that level.
Start
Let's
mission.
try one more time. Let's beat the other level. There's other. Let's see if we can beat this. There's other levels. There's the good team. I really want to see if we can beat this. Wait, so I'm smart enough to know that the Energon bar on the right there tells you how big your meter is.
Scorpion. Inferno.
I get that.
Tarantula.
So it seems like the only things we really care about then are Energon and speed.
Tarantula. Inferno. Scorpionaut. Megatron.
Okay, so
Scorpion.
Megatron and Inferno just suck in that regard. Then they've got energy.
Tarantula.
This does seem like the best dude, but his health sucks.
Megatron.
So
Scorpion.
maybe not. I think
Inferno. Scorpionaut.
Scorponok maybe. Where's their health meter? Hold on. Strength?
Megatron.
I think strength is health.
Tarantulas. Inferno.
Oh my god, you know what I just noticed?
Scorpionaut.
The strength in robot mode and the strength in beast mode are identical. They always change the same amount. Look, it's hard to tell because they're both on different sides of the screen, so you can't measure them with each other. The strength meter on both is always the same. Look at
Inferno.
this.
Tarantula. Megatron. Scorpionaut.
Why have two if they're the exact same?
Inferno.
Right?
Tarantula. Megatron. Scorpionaut.
Oh my god, I hate that so much. Okay, so strength is health. Strength is your HP. Because that's fair. Okay, sure. Fine. Alright. It's fine. Just twist the knife game. Just dig it in there. Alright. Alright, Mr. Scorpo, man. We're just gonna do our best. We're gonna have fun, and we're... Why does the game give you points? Does that show up on OBS? Hold on, does that show up on... Yeah, you can barely see it. In the top right there, you see there's like that red rectangle. And there's that little bottom half of a blue 0. Right here. There's a score. That's what that blue 0 is. It gives you a score. Why? This is a PS1 game that gives you an arcade-style score. I hate that. There's plenty of other things to complain about. I'm so sorry. I'm nitpicking when everything else that's happening is happening. That's probably not fair. Maybe I should be using the strafe buttons. Maybe I would use the strafe buttons more if they weren't backwards. The L2 makes him run to the right, and the R2 makes him run to the left. Why? Like, you have to do that intentionally. The only way to make that mistake is if you programmed it randomly, and even then you would have a 50-50 chance of getting it right. And then not check that it was correct. Well, all of that would have to happen. Really? God, I wish I could lock on stuff. Ah. I know I've said this before, and I meant it at the time. And this like you know, you play enough bad games, you end up starting to say the same things over and over again. I'm sorry, my vocabulary is limited, and I mean, you know, we're doing the best we can. But I mean it when I say it feels like this game is peeing on me. And that's the best way I can describe it. Why are my legs that color? It's a tiny nitpick, but it's still stupid. Who agreed to that? Who decided that was okay? Because, like, someone had to make that choice, right? And then someone else agreed to that choice. Why? Alright, let's just... we're about to be attacked by something, aren't we?
Scorponok, terrorize!
Yep, of course we are. Because it takes 7 to 10 business days for him to turn around, that's just it. There's nothing we can do about it. Really. Don't know where it is, so we're just gonna keep spinning and shooting. Okay, I don't know, maybe a decent spot. We're gonna get out of here. I'm beating this level. Dumb. Oh! Dumb, yes. Those sparks were the enemy trying to shoot me from the opposite side of that wall. What? Can I not hit him? I literally cannot shoot him. Because I can't lock onto him. There we go. You know... see if we can think of some more fun things, nice things to say about this game, right? We complimented some of the, why? Are those two dudes from down there, like the one area? So I know 2 dudes are down there. They've never chased me up here before. I mean, we'll find out if there's no dudes down there, I suppose. And we complimented a couple things that the game wanted to do that it didn't do. So that, while that seems a little unfair, if we didn't do that, we'd have nothing nice to say. So, nice things to say.
Scorponok, terrorize!
Well, it still does. It's the. I know I've brought this up. It's the stupidest thing. L1. Watch this. The reticle, the cursor. If you hold L1, it moves slightly to the right. And you let go of it, it drifts slightly to the left. Watch this. L1. Let go of it. L1. Why? That... Okay. Good. Okay, we gotta have nice things to say about this game.
Scorponok, terrorize!
It's voice acted. I like the voice acting. There you go. What can I say? I'm a sucker for really, 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 really bad voice acting. It's a weakness of mine. Alright, let's just take a shower and a nap and wait for this elevator to get back over here. no.
Da-
This game was not built to be a platformer. This was... I mean, it's not really meant to be anything.
Start mission. Inferno. Megatron. Tarantulas.
You know... It just... Alright, Spider-Man. Just stop. This corner, there's gonna be more dudes, or not. I thought I was starting to figure out where things were, but apparently that's not just things just spawn in sometimes. Keep you on your toes. I would say that'd be fair and interesting, but you're always gonna take damage from everything before you take. You find out things are there by taking damage from them. Alright. Enemy? Gotcha. Hey, nailed it. Ooh, strafing. We strafing now, boys. Ah. Really? Where? You know, I just take issue with this game. There's the draw distance, and you can't control the camera, so you just catch yourself jumping in place and shooting randomly and hoping for the best. Just come out here, please. Why can you climb up the cliff, actually, though, now that we're talking about it? When I go down there, I die. Can I play as one of those dudes? Really like to. Alright, tiny legs, we're just gonna do our best. Does it bother anyone else that he's got like 8 legs sticking out of his shoulders and then he has 2 more that he's walking on? They could have easily used 2 of his 8 legs as his normal human legs, right? Is that a tiny thing to nitpick? Probably, but in essence he has 10 legs. Why? You had 8 to choose from. Why does he need more? Why did you do that? We're not getting shot at. Hold on. Foreshadowing? Okay. Getting there. Alright, now we're gonna try this jump one more time. Because you have to get this far into the level before you're allowed to make this jump, and then you die and you have to start over as someone else. You have to go through all that. Ah. I stopped taking the elevator up to that one part because at this point I really like let's figure out what's over here first, right? Before we start doing all that again. I really wish this elevator would just stop. It just, as slow as it is, it just, like, once it reaches you, it's like, nope, we're getting out of here. We got places to be all of a sudden. I gave you these teleporty pads. Can't shoot that, so that's fun. Thank you. They give you those teleporty pads so you don't have to ride the elevator back down. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, bees, why didn't they just remove fall damage? Is there fall damage? Probably. So why is that necessary? It shouldn't be. I agree, it shouldn't be. They're the game designers here, alright? They know what they're doing. Wouldn't just make a bad game, would they? Of course they would, right? Okay. Not made it in here before. What? There you... Okay. This seems alright. Wait, the green on the map is where I've been. I just noticed that. That would be so useful if I could bring up the map. But I can't. It's just in the corner. Oh my god, if you could bring up that up as a map, that'd be very useful. I'm mad. It's probably not safe here, but let me scuttle back into the tunnel, I guess. Can I? Wait. Yeah. It's probably not safe in here either, but I think there's a roof on this business, right? I'm just hoping to avoid any of those air enemies. But that's probably not going to happen either. I love that you need to refuel. It's great. Ari, good morning. How are you doing, friend? We are, we're having a bad time, but that's kind of why we're here today. Doing a herding game. I'm not sure if you've been here for a herding game, maybe. I think you were here for Wizard of Oz, maybe. But we're doing another one today. And it's going poorly, so 10 out of 10 so far. Hope you're doing well today, friend. I'm glad you decided to stop by. You know, I like the company. So you'll see those in case you just got here. Those two bars on the left, the green and the mauve. The green's my health. The purple one is like, think of it like an oxygen meter. When I'm in my human form, it drains, and if it runs out, I take damage. To refill, I turn into an animal. And you're like, why not just stay as an animal? You can't attack while you're an animal. So you really just have to periodically stop and pray that nothing attacks you while you recharge. It's a Transformers game that really force you to take stops to refill on gas. Alright. Yes, I am mad about it. Is there anything down there? Hey. Alright. Assuming me I can't fall down there? I don't know. The game is just really keen on killing you immediately, so this seems safe, don't it? Why would there be an elevator, though? I don't trust it. Is the elevator just to get me back up here? I think it might be. God, I don't trust anything in this game anymore. Alright. Okay. We're just gonna hope for the best. Just always be shooting. I'll always shoot, no matter what. There's no reason not to. Okay. Downright. Nailed it. Good. Good. Alright. Guys, we're making it. Gonna beat this level. Level 1. Sometime today. God, for all I know, we haven't even started yet. Alright. And I know I've been nitpicking about like a lot of really little stupid things, but there are some really stupid things. Like little problems become so much worse when they would be really easy to fix, right? Like can we agree on that? The L button strafes to the right. And vice versa. I'm never gonna stop bringing that up. That's awful. It's bad. Ah. Right, you know, when they land on you, when enemies die, they explode, and if you're too close to them, you take damage, which was just, you know, you're like, well, why just get away from the enemies? This game's got tank controls, so good luck. Health. Oh, that's just being a tease up there. Okay, let's go over here. See what's happening over here. Maybe this is where the good game is, because we're give the game the benefit of the doubt. Maybe level 1 sucks and the rest of the game is really good. Everyone makes a bad level every once in a while. That's fine, you know. We give him a chance. Yeah. You'll notice we're in a narrow hallway where I didn't know the enemy was there until I was right in his face.
Danger. Strength.
And by extension, when he died, he took out 90% of our health bar because we were too close to him when he died.
Danger. Strength. Low.
There's a lot of stupid things in video games. A few games do that, and
Danger. Strength.
Christ,
Low.
I've got it boggles my mind how anyone thinks that's a good idea. Yeah, you kill the enemy and then they hurt you when they die.
Danger. Strength.
Right. Just stop. Just stop. Just
Danger. Strength.
Get-
Low.
But let me up. Let me up. Oh, right. Just who's shooting at me? Could you please stop? I'm having a bad day.
Danger. Strength. Low.
Darkness. Sayla, good morning. I appreciate it. I'm glad you decided to stop by.
Low.
Hope you're doing well today. You know, yes. Yes, guys, we made it. Hold on, we're about to time that. Progress. You know, I'm doing my best. And it's not going well. I mean, that's true of everything, really. We're trying.
Danger. Strength. Low.
We're, in the game's defense, I'm already bad at video games. So, you know, where's the exit? Exit?
Danger. Strength.
Get over
Low.
here. Oh my god. You know.
Danger.
I can hear something shooting
Strength
at me.
low.
So what I believe is happening is there's an enemy on the other side of one of these walls that's trying to hit me. Because absolutely, if you feel up
Danger.
for it.
Strength low.
Because something I noticed earlier was one of the scorpion enemies was locked in place trying to shoot me through a wall. Seems like the kind of thing the enemies do. I don't even know why I'm bothering to recharge, because we're gonna die soon anyway, right? It's fine, we've never made it this far. I think if those three,
Danger.
like those three
Low.
spots on the top left that keep popping up are any indication, I think there's 3 things you need to collect. And we've gotten 2 things. And this time we skipped over the first one, so I think if we go back and we grab that thing, we would win. But we're gonna die soon, so I don't know. The next time we bump into one of those flying enemies,
Danger.
there's no way we're gonna
Low.
kill it before it hits us first.
Danger. Strength low.
Well, I thought it was the alternative. When you're in beast mode, it goes up. So if Energon's high and you go into beast mode, it's gonna stay high, right?
Strength low.
Like, it never goes down while you're in beast mode. I'm not trying to argue, I just don't understand.
Danger. Strength low.
Why is there... What is that red meter next to the...
Danger.
There's a red
Strength
meter next to that
low.
purple bar. Why? Why? It's getting worse. That's weird. Let's just go.
Danger.
You know, we're gonna
Strength
face death
low.
with some courage.
Danger. Strength low. Mission failed.
Yeah, but if you're in beast mode, you can't kill stuff. And like I tried running through the level without like killing stuff. It don't work. Eventually, you reach a point where you're just surrounded by 10 dudes.
Mission.
Ugh. So, I have a second level available. And we really could just be the good guys. Like, yeah, I'm not super like the whole Energon thing isn't like, it's more frustrating than anything. You just have to periodically stop to refill. But like the key issue here is just like you have tank controls and flying enemies keep spawning in, and they'll always hit you from behind before you even know they're there. And by the time you turn around, it's just like, oh right, half my health is gone. Who did I pick Megatron? Oh my god, no. Oh, this isn't gonna go well. Alright. We're gonna waddle over here and do our best. So he's like the leader dude, but at the same time, he's got no Energon. Look at that meter. Alright, I mean, every time I think we've been doing a little bit better. So, you know, it'd be alright. I just wish there was a way to aim, because otherwise you're just like, something in the air spawns and you just have no choice but to tank damage until your character is able to hit it. You just jump in place until you can hit the thing attacking you. Alright. So, there should be some more dudes up there. So, start strafing a bit. Yeah, y'all need to be strafing more. That's probably what the issue I've been having. That seems to be the play, though. In my defense, it's very hard, like... my brain has a hard time managing because L makes you go right and R makes you go left. And my brain refuses to remember that. So that's probably more of a me problem, honestly.
Beast mode.
That's the thing though, and it takes a few seconds to change back, so like being in animal form is a liability, because if you do start getting attacked, you're just like, have to sit in place for a few seconds. But like with as much health as he has, I guess it's more doable for him. But you also need to do it more often for him, so it's kind of, yeah. I'm not sure if getting those 3 things is the end goal for this level, but if it is, we very nearly did it. In fact, we would have done it if we collected this thing on our way through. We just stopped collecting it because I kept dying, and I didn't bother getting it after a while. And then when you get up here, there is a dude that likes to attack you.
Terrorize.
Yeah, like, in my life, I never expected to play as a rad T-Rex and just be entirely helpless. Right? Like, oh, it just seems really disappointing. I'm a little sad about it. But in the game's defense, I'm sad about most things. So, you know, it's alright. We're getting there. Great. I mean, a little bit of difficulty is expected when you're playing a game for the first time, right? I'm trying to be fair to the game, but there's also a lot of things going on here that aren't exactly ideal, but it's fine. We're gonna beat the level, and it's gonna be very satisfying. I love how he waddles, though. Oh, Amber took the words right out of my mouth. Thank you. I agree. How are you doing, friend? I appreciate it. Thanks again for starting yesterday. I've got no idea when my medicine's gonna kick in. I think I took it just after our stream started. So sometime between a half hour, 45 minutes around there, likely. No, you can have them. I don't want them, believe me. Yeah, like, that's the thing I was wondering. The cutscenes to this game, like the opening cutscene and the cutscene when you get game over, they seem like, I'd be willing to bet they were taken from the show. Because there's a weird amount of, say, effort. It seems like they would have taken a lot of work to do just for this, I guess. They seem, I don't want to say well done either, but they do seem like they would have taken a lot of time and effort to make. So I'd expect that they just took them from the TV show, because I've never seen the show. Gotcha. Well, I was saying before, one of my favorite things about this game is the voice acting, so that's a little disappointing. I never saw this show though, but I would have a very difficult time believing it was worse than this, so to the show's credit. I don't have any money for it. How much is it? £110. I'll be honest, Amber, I didn't know where you lived used pounds. I'm kind of surprised. Because I thought, like, because you're a ways out of England. Yeah, you're ways out. But I thought pounds is, I mean, for all I know, it's not just a UK thing, though, I suppose. I'll be honest, I don't know. Let's see, there's an app called Yes. Oh no, I could watch it if I wanted to. I just, I'll be honest, Beast Wars wasn't something I've thought about for years now. So like, part of me is like morbidly curious because like I kind of like the cutscenes in a really cheesy Saturday morning, like awful kind of way. Like, it's the kind of bad that you can enjoy it, but like. I mean that as a compliment. It might not sound like one, but I mean it as a compliment. The same way Mega Man 8 cutscenes, I love those. They're so bad, and I love them. Oh, hold on, what's up? Oh, I gotta catch up, hold up. Do not use pounds. Gotcha, okay. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting pounds. I expected you to give me like whatever your currency is, and then I was planning on asking you how much that was in dollars, and I just got way thrown off. Unfortunately, I don't have any say in the matter. I'm kind of trapped here. But we all do the best we can. Okay, but I'm a huge fan of anime dubs. I have a hard time. I've got mental health issues that make like sitting still and reading my anime difficult. So dubs are just very helpful for me. But, I mean, some are absolutely better than others. Some dubs are really bad. Some dubs are actually alright. Like there's some dubs that are better than the original. Like Dragon Ball Z, if you listen to Goku's original Japanese voice, it's very weird. I've never been able to get used to Goku's Japanese voice. But maybe that's just me being a dumb American. Cowboy Bebop, that was another one that had a really good dub. More recently, Death Note. A little more recently, Death Note had a really good dub as well. Shekels. You really use shekels. You could make up any kind of currency you want, and I'd have no choice but to believe you. But assuming that's the case, that's metal. I love that. Oh man, I didn't know anyone used shekels. I thought that was like an old timey I mean, yeah, I guess. I always hear like shekels and think of like old biblical stories. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Yeah, I will say dubs have gotten better over time. It seems like back in the day, no one cared. Like they just like it was an anime dub. Like they read the thing as fast as they could, and they just got their check and they went home. So like, okay, it seems like if you jump before it lands, you either don't take damage. Oh, we're dying. Hold on. All right, we gotta go find a place to hold up for a second. I just made it through the tunnel, right? Oh, no. There was that platform. Okay, so we just gotta wait a bit. Let's back ourselves into a corner so we can't sneak up from behind us. It's the best we can hope for. There's a little more health over there if we need to, so I think this is the best option. It's really interesting to me just because I didn't know. Like, I mean, there's I would say the majority of things I don't know about other countries. Like, I know very little. But, I did not know that. I don't exactly like keep a list of every currency used by every country, but that's interesting. Because like I said, the only time I've ever heard it used is like in old biblical stories and stuff, so it's like the fact that it's actually still a thing, I kind of like that. Because it certainly sounds a lot cooler than dollar. Like, nothing wrong with the word dollar, but shekel, I don't know, for some reason in my brain that sounds a lot more official. A lot more classic.
Megatron, terrorize!
Some other abbreviations. Oh. Learning stuff. Thank you for that. I like learning stuff. Try to. Oh, okay. I said this before. I love the fact that our community here is so multicultural because it gives me an opportunity to learn stuff about other countries. Mostly food related. I always love to have food talk first and foremost, but besides that, I just like learning things about these other countries and people in our community. I know you're back there, homie. Get out here. Buddy. So, like, this game really does love to punish you for, like, things that aren't even your fault. Like, you come over here because of course you do. And guy just shows up, and of course you can kill him. But because of the environment, he would have been, like, right next to you, right? Like, he falls on top of you. In this game, when you kill an enemy, if you're too close to them, you take a lot of damage. Like, that's wild. Like, we knew he was going to be there, so I was able to do that, but, like, your first time through there, you're not going to know. That's messed up. Ah, God, please stay away from me. Pennies. So that, I don't know how to pronounce that, but also sounds really cool. It's a DBZ up earlier. Well, when I watched through it, it went all the way through the Boo saga, so as far as I know, it was all Dragon Ball Z, so that one, I suppose. Schneckle! Oh! That's really, I love that. Because, Canadian money, they've got a loonie for a $1 coin, and they just started calling the $2 coin a toonie. Because 2 loony, and it just kind of stuck. So I think that's cute. Thank you. Yeah. Right. Yes, I didn't know there was multiple. I'll be honest, I've seen a lot more shows in the dub than the sub, just because I have a very hard time watching things with subtitles. It's a really brain-related stuff and problems I have. I just have a hard time. I have a hard time focusing exclusively on one thing. That's why streaming is so nice for me. I can play games and chat with you guys at the same time. It's helpful for my brain. If I'm ever doing just one thing, I typically start not doing very well. So even if I don't have people to talk to, I can talk to myself. It's wild. I did not know that. Please stay on the platform. Okay. We're going to a new area. It's likely I want to be in human form, but we need to recharge, so we're just gonna have to take the risk. Yeah, I can't watch things in subtitles. It's rough. I have the same problem with reading books anymore. Because if you're reading a book, you have to just be reading that book. And if I'm ever doing just one thing, I start just having bad panic attacks. I need to be multitasking it. It's very exhausting being me, believe me. If I'm not multitasking constantly, I start having panic attacks. I think that's fair. Some dubs definitely do a better job than others. So why am I up here? You know... I've kind of thought about it from time to time because I like the idea of reading a book out loud. Just because for a while I've thought it'd be nice to volunteer at like a children's hospital or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, here's an example of a good thing. One of the you know, we're gonna bring up good things when we bump into them because, right? That map in the bottom right corner. As much as I would love if you could expand it, you can't, and that sucks. It does show you where you've been already. So yeah, while I can't look at the whole thing and figure it out that way, the green area is where we've been. So in front of me here, you can see that down there, we have not been down there already. Where otherwise I'd be worried about jumping down in case it was a place we've already been. We know that we haven't been down there already. I mean, you know, take the good things where you can, right? Like, that's nice. Okay. Good. Alright, that, you know, whatever works. Yeah, that does sound nice. I just want to be able to put some good into the world if I can. It's funny because as much as I used to like to read, and I like to think I read at a pretty good level, reading out loud is an entirely different skill set, isn't it? You don't ever expect to have a hard time reading out loud until you're reading out loud and all of a sudden your mouth forgets how words work. Yeah, I've done a lot of RPGs that are really text heavy. Big RPG fan. So we can't get through there, we need to push a button. Also, those little spots on the map show me where enemies are. So there should be something on the other side of that. So, should we have not come over here yet? It seems like we have to deactivate this force field, so we have to go somewhere else and come back here. No. Why can't you let me zoom the map out? Because I would really appreciate it if you would. I think that's reasonable. I was talking to one of my counselors recently about, like, I mean, sometimes we just chit-chat about random stuff, but one of the things that, like, anymore we're constantly bombarded with stimuli. So, like, we have TV shows going, we have our phone in our hand, like, multiple things all at once. So, like, I don't know if I can actually blame the problem I have on that, but it does seem like it's harder for people now to focus exclusively on reading when it's a task that you just have to do that, and it has to be like not like a significant amount of time, but you have to dedicate a certain amount of time just sitting down and reading, and we're so used to just doing many things at once really quickly. So I'm not sure if that's you know, maybe I thought the platform over there led to just the health, but I think that's a button over there that we need to step on. So let's try going over here, I suppose. I didn't want to go over here because I thought it was just health and platforming sucks. But yeah, it certainly seems to be a button. Right. It's fine. It's okay. Well, I think we want to go this side. There's the health. So then we were going over this way. We turn left. Yes. Okay. We're actually not very far back, I don't believe. Yeah, we should be close to where we were. It's rough because depending on where you fall, you might have to do a lot of backtracking. I know, I'm not sure who all has ever joined me in a raid for Lizard the Tree Wizard, but she does some reading streams sometimes, and it's just a really chill, relaxed time. She's really sweet. Very, very friendly. I'll never vouch for people if I think they're very kind and friendly. Good people to be around. Absolutely. Say she's good doing that. Interactive vision. I used to be a fan of a couple visual novels, but that's the thing. There's a massive crossover with visual novels and people putting erotic stuff in visual novels, which, I mean, you know, sometimes you phase through a platform, and that's just life. You just gotta get used to that, you know? You pick yourself back up, and you try again, and you just... Why do his feet look like that? I hate how his toes look. They're way too pronounced. I mean, yeah, no judgment or anything. Some people are into that, but you know, it's not my thing exactly. And it makes it hard to talk about, right? If you do find a visual novel you enjoy and you bring it up in conversation, you know the other person's like, why is this person I barely know talking to me about pornography? Which is a very reasonable thing to say if someone starts doing that to you. But I promise that's not the case. Yeah, I get that. It's just there's a stigma. So like even if you enjoyed one, you can't bring it up with your friends because they're just gonna look at you like, oh my god. Star Trek relaunch books. They start redoing their books. To be honest with you, I'm aware of a lot of good Star Trek books and Star Wars books. I've never actually read any of them though. I know they exist. I haven't read any of them. I've done quite a few comics though. Star Wars comics. Once Disney bought Star Wars, they started doing a lot more extended universe stuff, which is saying something because they've always done a lot of extended universe stuff over the course of time since Star Wars has been out. But they just leaned into it really hard. Okay, good. No, come back. I mean, I like to think you guys know that about me as well. I'm not that kind of person, but there's always that implication, right? It's just like most of them are like that. So even if I'm talking about one that isn't, I still feel embarrassed bringing it up. Graphic novel is just like a fancy nerd word for like a comic book. Typically, like when someone says a graphic novel, they mean like a longer one. So if you see a graphic novel, it'll usually be like thicker, like a book. Usually, think like a manga, but more like not anime, right? I guess a manga, but in the art style of just a traditional comic book. Gotcha. I know they've been doing a lot of, I'll be honest with you, I stopped keeping up with the shows and stuff. I was a big fan of Next Generation. Big fan of Next Generation. Oh. Guys, we got company. Gonna wait a second for people to show up. What? Sounds very not good, actually. I don't like that in the least. Whoa, Cozy, good morning. How are you doing today, friend? Okay, there we go. Say I wanted to wait until I knew you were here before I said hello. Appreciate you. Thanks for bringing your friends over. I no longer have a shout-out command, but if anyone here isn't following Cozy, you should be following Cozy. She's a sweetheart and just good company all around. There we go. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate you. You're truly one of the best mods. Very good mod. Okay. Well, I appreciate you stopping by to say hello, bringing your friends around. I hope you get some good rest, friend. Also, good luck at work. Besides that. Alright, team. Eat it. Alright. We are still making progress. Oh my, we're gonna do this, guys. I believe in this. I'll be honest, I forgot I was a T-Rex. I kind of just ran into combat without expecting. I mean, I kind of like the idea. Because you have these established universes that are, like, I mean, universes. In this case, like, particularly. You have these extended universes that have so much stuff to play around with. So many characters and just aspects to them that you could tell really good stories with. but the shows themselves have been concluded for a while, or they just aren't doing much. So I like the idea of like having new stuff that just has the opportunity to like explore some more things that you want to see. I like that. It's just you have to tread lightly, because if it's a well-established show that's been going on for a while, the people who've been watching the show for that whole time, I feel like you need to take care with the properties that you're playing with, because it's kind of disrespectful to the fans who spent all of that time keeping up with the show if you just kind of like mess around with it and ruin stuff. You know what I mean? But I don't think redoing stuff or getting back into relaunching shows is a bad thing inherently. I think it can be really nice. It's just you have to be careful with that. The same way with like Doctor Who. Big Doctor Who fan. Doctor Who has really good comics too, actually, now I think about it. Same with Star Wars, Star Trek. There was a Doctor Who Star Trek crossover, actually, where it was Next Generation. And Doctor Who, so like the Next Generation people and Doctor Who people, 11th Doctor specifically, I should say, where they fought the Borg and the Cybermen, and it was really interesting. If you're keen on that kind of stuff, I recommend that comic. The Garden Crusher. I mean, it's gonna be like a jerky thing to say, but remember that season where Crusher got replaced by like that other doctor that I never remember because I hated her. I'm just like that. They ended up like switching back, but like my god, I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't want to be mean about it. I don't want to like be rude, because I'm sure if I was doing it, I'd do a much worse job, right? And you can only blame an actor so much because of like writing and stuff, yeah. But at the same time, I was really just not feeling it. Like, I think Dr. Crusher was just a really good character, and I was just really bummed out. Like, instead of replacing character, add a character, sure, absolutely. Yeah, it usually is. This is like a entirely different genre, but the TV show Monk did something similar. His assistant, not Natalie. Anyway, his assistant got changed for a season or two, I believe. It's always just behind the scenes stuff, it really is. Like, I don't want to take it personally. I just like I'm not taking jabs at the actress personally. I just like, you have a preference. Yeah. You get attached to these characters that you know, right? Yeah. So like I just mean like, why did I not change back? I just specifically mean for like on-screen stuff. I don't like to dip into like the actors and actresses' lives and behind-the-scenes stuff and all that. I just try to look at the story in a vacuum. And that's not like so there's gonna be reasons for stuff why they do things. It's just like I'm talking about like as a viewing experience. I wasn't happy about it. No, I get you. I'm just trying to defend my stance of like my metric for looking at these things is just like watching experience. What? Oh, good news, team. We did it. Okay. Alright. I mean, I kind of expected, because it does seem to be the reason why.
Start mission.
That does seem to happen quite a bit with shows. The Ninth Doctor was something similar, but everyone involved in that has been like famously vague about the details. And he never came back, but he's occasionally said that he wants to. Well, for the longest time he said he never would. And recently he switched to he would, but only if he's the only Doctor in that story, and I think that's cool. But if you want some more Ninth Doctor stuff, if you're a fan, because I like the Ninth Doctor. There's a comic with him weapons of past destruction that I really like. So it's just, you know, like a little, it's a comic, but if you want a little more Ninth Doctor in your life, go for that. Wait, hold on, I think I missed something. Better Call Saul. Okay, I missed the Better Call Saul. That's a spin-off to Breaking Bad. And I know that both of those shows exist. I know next to nothing about either of them. Second favorite. I'm kind of curious who your favorite is now. But like each of the new Doctors, I love for different reasons. Not Whittaker, because not for Whittaker's. It's not Whittaker's fault, I promise. I was like trying really hard to defend Whittaker when they announced that she was going to be the Doctor, and I stand by that. I believe the writing just pooped the bed. Like the Doctor Who writing went off the rails really hard. I can't. Just I had to stop. But Capaldi, yeah, Capaldi is maybe my favorite. It's so hard to decide because I love them all for different reasons. But yeah, the 12th Doctor Capaldi might be my favorite. He's just, oh man, he's in a really good moment. All right, team, we got to the second level. 2 hours in. Scans reveal that Rhinox is retreating, but a massive mobile power source has been detected outside his fortress. Press on into his territory and annihilate all opposition. Okay. My brother's really into Breaking Bad. Well, he was really into Breaking Bad. God, I remember the Breaking Bad finale. That was such a big deal. It was like Game of Thrones when that ended. How everyone was talking about that for a while. I wasn't like, that was forever ago. I was engaged when Breaking Bad finished. Christ. However long ago that was. Yeah, like, I don't blame her in the least. I think she did just fine. It's just the actor has only so much to work with, right? It's like,
Megatron. Inferno. Megatron.
I think she was just fine, but it's an amalgamation of things. Like, when I try to critique rank who my favorite Doctors are, it's a combination of things, right? Yeah, I've heard nobody liked the Game of Thrones ending. I tried watching Game of Thrones once. No, never again. Oh, I'll be honest, I didn't realize that show was still going on. That sounds exciting for your friend, if that's the thing you're into. Done. Okay. How long has that been going on, though, for? Because I swear that's been out a while. It has to have many seasons. Okay, so hear me out. Last level, once we reach a certain point, enemies stop spawning in. So I was under the impression that these flying enemies could just keep spawning in. It seems like maybe they're just circling the level, or they spawn in when you get to certain locations. It does seem like you are able to kill all of them. Because at the end of the last level, yeah, we were like out of enemies, right? Maybe? 6 seasons, okay. Troughton, really? Kinda. Yeah, I mean, I've got a hard time describing Troughton in a way that doesn't sound like I'm trying to be mean about it, I suppose. Like more lighthearted, kind of like a little more silly, but in like, I don't know how to describe it. Just doesn't take herself too seriously, I suppose. That's probably, it's a vague way to describe it, but I mean, I get what you mean, though, maybe. So when you said second favorite, you were including the old Doctors there. I'm asking because I'm just surprised people, like no shame. There's like 27 seasons of the classic show, hundreds of episodes. So like a lot of people I know who really love Doctor Who modern have never seen the old Doctor Who. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, it's fine. I think the new show is a great jumping on point. But I just hadn't considered that because typically people never... Okay, we can go down here. Most people I talk to have never seen the old show. Combined with the fact that, like, where would you start? Because, like, if you start from the very, very beginning, there's whole, like, handfuls of episodes that are either missing or audio only. The footage got deleted, so you'll watch just whole episodes where it's, like, still pictures with, like, text at the bottom that says stuff like, the doctor walks over to the lamp. And I understand that's, like, a thing that people enjoy also, because people enjoy reading. But at some points, it is a little bit of a slog to get through, I'll be honest. Everyone loves Baker. I'm not surprised about that in the least. He's like, when people think of Doctor Who, they think of Baker and, or Tom Baker, I should specify, right? Yeah, should specify. Tom Baker and David Tennant as like the old Who and the new Who representatives. But, like that, for me though, like the reason I'm watching the old show in the first place is because I want to watch all of it, so like, skipping over episodes, and my brain just refuses to let me. But, I do feel like I'm glad I watched through it. It's just like, I would always be hesitant to recommend other people watch it, because I want them, like, if I'm recommending something to somebody, I want them to have a good time. I'm not sure, it's like, I don't think it's for everybody, the old stuff. Because even if you're a fan of the old stuff, I feel like you can agree on that, right? Like, it's certainly not for everybody. I got you. I like him, but I can respect that. For me, like you can still appreciate that he's maybe the most famous of the new Doctors, though, right? That's what I mean with, like, Tom Baker. Whether he's your favorite or not, he's certainly the face of old Doctor Who, the same way Tennant is, like, more, like, new Doctor Who. I don't know for a fact, I don't have, like, a popularity poll in front of me, but I'd be willing to make that statement. No, I can respect that. I see how you'd feel that way. I will say, each of the new Doctors, when I got to them, it took me a bit to warm up to them. So, like, Tennant at first I didn't like, and I got into it. And same with Smith. It took me a bit. And Capaldi, I swear to God, I hated Capaldi until, like, well after his first season was done. And then I rewatched it and I realized, like, it was like it just clicked all at once. And then he became my favorite. But, like, I love each of them, I really do. If I did have a least favorite, I might say the Ninth Doctor, just because it was the first season back, so it was like budget and writing. I don't think they were sure what they wanted to do yet. The budget wasn't quite there. Like, I don't want to blame him, but I feel like the show was still getting on its feet, you know? That's why I'm so bummed out he never had a second season. Like, I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. But Amber is just looking for an excuse to use her new emote. I love that so much. Thank you. One of your favorites? Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you. I just that's not something I hear. He's not one of the ones I hear people say is their favorite very often. I will say that when you said Hartnell is one of your favorites, I agree with that entirely. Hartnell is, if we're talking about classic Doctor Who, he's very near the top of favorites for me. I'd have to think about it. It's difficult because, like, I have a hard time ranking them. I just love them all. Hartnell was, in fact, when they did that, like, Twice Upon a Christmas, I think it was called, I was a little mad about it because I feel like they kind of, like, because that was the joke. His iteration of the Doctor in that special was, like, said a few things that weren't, like, people nowadays would not enjoy hearing, right? You know what I mean? And like, thinking back, I swear to God, I don't have any memories of him saying anything that was like iffy, you know what I mean? So like, I get that he comes from the 60s. Oh my God, I get that he comes from the 60s, and like, right, they're making a joke about that, but I don't remember him ever saying anything like really sexist. I swear, he might, I don't remember it, but maybe. I don't know, I love Hartnell. I kind of think that they did him dirty. Amber, I think you would like Doctor Who. Absolutely start with the Doctor Who 2005 relaunch. They call it a reboot, but doesn't reboot imply that they're like starting over? Yeah. Why am I up here? Why am I up here? Hold on. Yeah, start with like the 2005 stuff, and you get really into it. You want to branch out, you want to watch the old stuff, you want to read some comics, I'd say go for that. Yeah, I'm not gonna say like he didn't. I just, for the life of me, I don't remember any of that. Like, maybe just, you know, rose-colored glasses and all that. But yeah, probably right. It's just I feel like when it was in the special, it was just so much more glaring than anything I remember. Is this what I need to be doing? Because there's nothing over here. See, my thing, I just loved Hartnell. It's like, especially compared to other classic Doctors who had their personalities, they had the good things and bad things about them, but by and large, they didn't do a lot of growing. These overarching stories with the Doctors, they'll do long stories, but they don't change very much, I guess, from a personality perspective. And you could have examples to the contrary, but I mean, by and large. Whereas, it's funny because Hartnell was the first one, and I cannot get up here. Right? Hartnell was the first one, and yet I feel like he changed quite a bit. He started out like hating people. He was really condescending, full of himself, childish, which makes sense because that early on in his timeline. And he ended up growing so much where he ended up actually caring for Barbara and Ian. He ended up like more as he still had his moments where he was like smug, full of himself, but he was more of like a paternal character, where it was like not talking down to someone because you think you're better. He was talking down to them in like a parental way, like he was actually just trying to teach them stuff. And it was subtle, but I think I love where he ended up as a character. It's funny to think about because that was like the first one. Yeah, like I feel like I don't know why I love his character so much. It was just like a combination between being childish and being a like kind parent, like being smug but at the same time not taking himself too seriously. Like, it was just like a lot going on there. I love Hartnell. Like when you said that you liked Hartnell so much, yeah, you hit me where I live. All right, Amber, appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. If you ever do watch Doctor Who, I'd love to chat about it, or if you want some recommendations, I'm good for that too. But thanks for hanging out. Hope you get some good sleep, friend. Say hello. How feel you about the spin-off shows? So like Sarah Jane Torchwood. We don't talk about Class. God, Class. It was a show. It certainly was a show. It existed. Okay. Just curious. I'm a huge fan of I'm an extended universe nerd. I really am. Wait. My health isn't draining. Oh my god, I think it just clicked for me. It took me forever to realize. That red around the purple bar dictates how fast your energy depletes. And where we're at right now doesn't have any, so it's not training. Right. Wild. I like them for different reasons. Sarah Jane Adventure was absolutely meant to be a more like kid-friendly Doctor Who. So if that's your thing, there's some fun stories there. Especially if you like Elizabeth Sladen, she's I mean, I don't need to tell you she's a treasure. It's like having her in every episode is just fantastic. But I liked it. I wouldn't say I loved it, but she, like, if you want a little bit more of her in your life, I think it's a good look. I'm a big fan of Torchwood, but I don't believe it took off for a couple seasons. The first couple seasons were kind of iffy. There was a little bit of weirdness there. But Miracle Day Torchwood, season 4, I believe. I know a lot of people bash it. I cannot understand why. I adore Miracle Day. So, hold on. Up here, I think. Because isn't there that gray area up here that I haven't been in yet? Maybe. And, just never ever watch, oh, yes. Never ever watch Class. It's just the worst thing. Class is just like, alright, we're going to make Doctor Who, but it's going to be like needlessly violent. We're going to include blood and gore, and we're going to show people's heads exploding. It's going to be just really over the top graphic for no reason. And at the same time, it's about teenagers, so we're going to focus a lot on their drama and relationships and stuff. And they forgot to hire a writer, so they just, they just found somebody on the street to just do scripts for them or something. I have no love in my heart for Class. Oh, God. In my mind, it's one of the worst Doctor Who things, just full stop. Oh, I've got no idea. I'm not taking that much damage. Okay, those explosions. Oh, look at that. Jesus. That was... Standing too close to an enemy when it dies does way more damage than if you keep the enemy alive. Oh, I'm mad.
Start mission.
I was finally starting to, not like the game, but I felt like that was an actual level this time. It was like, I got a little bit lost, but that very well could just be a me issue. Oh. Part of me wants to do desert, part of me wants to do... Well, let's do the other team, yeah.
Start mission.
Yes. Let's look at the other team. We have not even looked at who's available for that. Okay, if we're trying to... I promise I'm trying to give... compliment the game whenever I have a reason to compliment. I don't just bash games to bash them. I just believe there's a lot of bad here. If there's a reason to compliment something, no matter how tiny. And I like how these look, like...
Maximum.
Like, it's not a lot, but don't these look pretty, right?
Predacon.
This is a cool way to show them, yeah. Like, shiny, reflective, right? It's absolutely not enough to save the game, but, I probably couldn't make something that looks this good. Right?
Start mission. Options. Start mission.
Let's see what we got. Okay. That makes sense. The same levels. Oh, is it the same level? This looks like the same... That's actually the exact same map. Yeah. Or no, this is the second map. Urban 1 looks looks the exact same as Urban 2 for the. Let me just go back and check. Save state. Do I still have access to save states? There we go. So I'm going to go back to the other one and load the save state and just see how similar they are, because
Start mission.
I believe that's the same one.
Select team.
Predacon. Start mission. Options. Start.
I may not even load it, but it's probably stupid of me. Yeah, that's the exact same model. Urban 2 here is. So if they reuse the same level with like different objectives, that's really cool actually, because then you are both sides fighting different objectives but in the same area, because war you would both be in the same place. That's fun. And like I was saying before, the fact that they do give you something more to do besides just go in here and kill things.
Maximal.
Like, there's objectives. You go in here and you destroy the thing. You go in here and you steal the thing. You defend this spot. How well they actually execute on that idea is, you know, something else entirely, but it's a fun idea.
Start
so, like,
mission.
Like here, retaliation. So, like, Tarantulas, Predacon chief scientist, has overrun Rhinox's base. Reprogram the defenses. So, So, the first mission for the Predacons was Tantalus invaded Rhinox's base, and this is this takes place after the first mission for them. That's wild. We're retaliating for something we just got done doing. I don't know why I like that so much. I think this game is just. I wasn't expecting anything good, so periodically, when there's a good thing. Like, yeah, I'm happy about that. Like, it might not be much, but I think that's nice. Supreme victory. Seems to be the last level. Fight on top of a giant green stingray. Alright. Let's see what all this is about. Optimus Prime turns into a gorilla, really. I don't know why I'm surprised. Off the top of my head, I wasn't even thinking about what animal he might turn into. I guess I'd think like a lion maybe, but I don't know.
Cheetor.
Cheetor.
Dinobot.
Dinobot.
Rhinox.
There's Rhinox. The man we've heard so much about. Why is he carrying just a big old cube? Okay.
Cheetor.
So hear me out, I got a question.
Dinobot. Rhinox.
I got a question, I don't know if anyone would answer me, but I'm gonna ask it anyway.
Optimus.
So Optimus Prime here. Optimus Primal, okay, I hate that. Oh, that made it worse. Okay. So, did that used to be Optimus Prime, or is this an alternate timeline where his name's just Optimus Primal? Because that don't look like Optimus Prime. But hear me out. We know that these robots landed on this planet and they scanned the local wildlife and they gained forms accordingly to copy the wildlife. So they existed before they could turn into these animals. Right.
Cheetor.
This man's name is Cheetor. So did his name change to Cheetor when he got here? Or did he just by coincidence land on a planet and find an animal to copy that had almost the exact same name that he did? And by extension, everyone's like that. Does that happen to everybody?
Rhinox.
Rhinox? What's going on? I know I'm thinking about it too much. It's bugging me. Descendants, okay. Oh, I love that actually. I'm a nerd for a timeline. Oh man. Yeah, like this is something that's bothering me, which I recognize it was just a kid's show to sell like toys and stuff, but
Cheetor.
it's the kind of thing I think about, and I can't help it.
Dinobot.
Okay, Dinobot seems like the play here.
Optimus. Cheetor. Dinobot.
Because his strength and energy are both decent. Yeah. Everyone else, they seem to be lacking. He's got great speed, but his strength and his energy's too low to matter. Optimus Prime seems to suffer from the same issue that Megatron did. Really good strength, really low energy.
Rhino.
But we did just beat the level as Megatron, though, didn't we? This guy seems even worse. Yeah, this guy's even worse.
Dinobot.
Alright, well, let's try Dinobot. Alright. Oh, no, I love timelines and stuff. Zelda timeline. I'm a big fan of the Mega Man timeline. I'm a huge Mega Man fan. Hold on, let me I'm sure nobody cares in the least, but give me a moment. If I can, there we go. Waiting on OBS. I have a Mega Man tattoo. Yeah. Big Mega Man fan. So I love like timelines and stuff. Mega Man's a good one for a timeline. Alright, let me get my game back up. Alright. And I said I wasn't sure how long it would take for my medicine to start kicking in. It is currently doing that. So if I start getting all rambly and my brain's getting really fuzzy, so I apologize. Medicine is helpful, but it makes me very hard to string thoughts together. It's just sometimes it's actually just hard to keep my eyes focused on the screen, so it's rough. So we're gonna see how well I can do. I was struggling before, so there's just so many dudes here. Ooh. I recognize he reprogrammed my base. There seems to be more enemies now, so that you can't just reprogram more dudes into existence. What happened? Alright. Oh, we're getting there. Like, this man's weapon is just so confusing to me because, I mean, it looks vaguely like a bow, and that's how I'm choosing to see it. But it's a weird weapon. I recognize that a lot of their more unusual details is just a product of the fact that they can turn into animals. So you have a lot of like limbs and things that turn into other things. Right? That's fair. The same reason the spider guy has legs coming out of his shoulders. It's like the same with the weapon. It's just still a little distracting to me. Okay. Doing alright so far, and this level doesn't seem to have any Energon, call it Energon, dangerous areas. Because our energy stuff doesn't seem to be depleting. And if that is true of most of this level, then we really could come in here with a character that has low Energon stat, and it wouldn't matter much, now that we know. Switch, and I'm assuming it did something. So, who are you? The reason I ask is because the map says there's an opening here. So maybe that's a... Okay, that does seem to be something that may lift. both the same. The other one's the same way. So I'm expecting there's a switch or something somewhere that will open those. I believe. I guess. We will see. Okay, there's that. So maybe I shouldn't be down here yet. Maybe I need to find a switch somewhere else. Or we hit this switch, and maybe the thing that it affected is just out of this pit, which would likely make sense. Oh, these slopes. Okay. That's the thing you wouldn't expect if a character was jumping straight up and down. Like look at that. I'm jumping straight into the air, and at the peak of his jump, he lunges forward. And it feels so weird. Look at that. Because you can't just hold forward and jump. Because the angle, he gets much less height that way. To get the most of your height, you have to actually just jump in place and push forward at the peak of his jump. And like once you recognize that's how it works, you can do it that way. It's just my brain doesn't want to do that because it makes no sense. My brain does a lot of things that don't make sense. That's fair. All right, Mr. Raptor Man. Assuming there's no side doors here. Yeah. I believe this is where it came from. Yeah. Okay, so taking a drink of coffee. Yeah, my brain is slowing down. Actually, let me turn my air on, because if anything else, I don't need the heat in addition to being medicated. Ooh, all right. All right. Oh, here we go, team. I don't play bad games every day. We haven't done a hurting in a while. It's what we call this. Sometimes we pick out bad games and we play them and we try to have a nice time. Like watching a bad movie with your friends, that kind of thing. But typically I do play a lot of older games, PS1 and older. But with the Steam Summer Sale going on, I actually picked up like 50 games for like $2 each. So I've got a lot of stuff to play now. Been doing a little bit of Celeste. We beat the main game, and now we have to go back and do a whole bunch of other stuff. Started a playthrough of getting the car loser. There was Kaze in the Something Masks, which is a fun 2D platformer that seems to be trying to invoke the whole old school 2D platformer experience. So that's been nice. Plan on hopefully wrapping up one or two of those before we get started any new ones. I've got a bad habit of starting new games before I finish other games. But we will see, because Celeste is likely going to take us a very long time to complete. There are some extremely spicy challenges up ahead. Okay, well this seems to be a dead end, assuming it doesn't lead upward. Let's go this way. Clear out all the dead ends before we make progress into level 2. Do the least amount of backtracking possible. Huh. good news, we found that thing. That's the play. You start hopping backwards away from whatever's attacking you, and you just spam the attack button. Because it's so much easier to dodge enemies while you're jumping. Like that's how you dodge stuff. You just jump. Oh, that's like a timed thing. Narrow hallways in this game are your worst enemy. Because if you're face to face with an enemy, you're screwed. Like, you absolutely could kill them, but anything that's close to you when it dies will just hurt you a lot anyway. So if you bump into an enemy in a hallway like this, you're just gonna have a bad time. Man, that hurts it. Oh, that really hurts it. Somebody should really fix that. All right. I have to remember where we saw the electric fence. It wasn't this way, right? Oh, actually, it was just in that big room where this one. There was an electric fence, wasn't there? Like the opposite corner, maybe? Yeah. Alright. Cool beans. Oh, I will say, I just remembered, while I never watched the show, I did have a Beast Wars action figure, like a Transformer. Was really young and never able to actually transform him into the animal he became, but it was fun to have. Some young lad with an action figure had a great time. Couldn't tell if it was a specific kind, but it was a beetle of some description. Maybe a dung beetle, probably. Okay. It seems like I've been adjusting to this game a bit. Although I really wish it wasn't tank controls, and I would really wish you could aim. It did take so long to turn around. Like, there's definitely a lot of things here that I would do differently. But it does seem like we're adjusting, if nothing else. Like we're surviving more than we were. I say that, really. God, I wish I could look up. Guys, stop. Oh my god. Well, he's just doing his best. So I mean, enemies will attack you. even if like there's a wall between you, they'll just do that. which, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, isn't always a bad thing, because in this game there's just so many cheap ways to take damage. I'll take whatever I can get. It's a little more difficult because the areas you've been to are green, but the map is darker depending on how low it is. So if it's a very low area, you can't actually tell if you've been there or not, because it's just dark all around. So, fine, we're just gonna have to drop down and hope for the best, I guess. It's over here. Yeah, I mean, we're getting shot at from that direction, so let's just assume we haven't been over here yet.
Mission failed. Warning, energy low. Start mission.
I'm mad. You know. Alright, we're, desert power lines. Scorponok is extracting energon from the desert region. That fiend. These mining activities are damaging the environment. That fiend. Locate and destroy his transport tower and the energon prospector ships. Don't tell me what to do.
Rhino. Cheetor. Optimus. Rhinox. Optimus. Rhinox. Optimus.
Okay, there is in fact some of that scary red stuff here, so that's not great, but we're gonna do our best anyway. Kind of expected. This isn't the first level. The fact that the first level for the bad guys had so much is kind of interesting to me. Did I just murder a bunch of regular... Those were actually just regular animals. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. Speaking of things that are terrible, why do you look like that? I recognize that I'm not one to talk because I myself look ugly, but oh, there is something wrong with this. Why do you go that fast? Okay. Alright. I had no idea that a gorilla's base land speed was 80 miles an hour. Never knew that about him. Why did I... You know you can't attack while you're an animal. Why would you? Christ, yeah, we're dead. There's no... Oh, God, we're very dead.
Optimus, maximize.
Is that allowed? Are you allowed to just drop bombs on me? Because I feel like that's cheating. I mean, you are the bad guy, I suppose.
Beast mode.
Take another drink of coffee and try not to let the sadness in. Nope. Well, we did our best. Alright. I say alright, we still gotta charge some more. Let's do that. That being the case, though, let's wait to transform until after we're through here, because this seems to be like the nexus of all energy anywhere. It's a bad spot.
Optimus, maximize.
So we really are just murdering a bunch of animals.
Beast mode.
Okay, so we found out.
Warning.
Where the Energon lives.
Start mission.
Blessed. Alright, you know? Okay. Game. Game, you've wronged me.
Cheetor.
I'm gonna extract some revenge.
Cheetor.
Oh, is this really our only options? Alright. Alright. Come on, Cheetah Man. Let's get going, Chester. Alright.
Beast mode.
How fast are we talking when we're talking about fast? Okay. New.
Cheetor maximize.
Oh, they're... Can you see that? Hold on, let me see if you can see that. Okay, yeah. On the bottom left where their bars are, you see that crest behind their bars to represent what team they're on? The color of it changes depending on who you are. I noticed it changed to red. I hadn't put much thought into it, but now his is yellow, so yeah. Each character is a different color. For some reason. Seems unnecessary, but alright.
Beast mode.
So they're really just some animals. Like, would they even attack me if I didn't attack them? Because it doesn't seem like they do. I mean, honestly, as fast as this guy is, it might just be better to, like, dodge stuff this way. But, like, we've established that running past enemies is a bad idea because you just end up aggroing 20 of them and then you're screwed. Okay, so they come at me regardless. I was gonna say, if we don't attack them, then maybe they won't attack us, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Wild. I expected we were the good guys, so we would be, like, on the side of nature. Because wasn't that the thing with the Decepticons? They were gonna bleed the planet dry for energy? Meanwhile, we're just like exploding dinosaurs for some reason. Okay. I will say, it seems like this level's version of those collectibles that you need to find each level, it seems to be those crystals. I originally thought it was like a refill, like you have your health refill. I was just wondering why it was purple when your stuff refills automatically. That does seem to be the collectible in this level.
Cheetor maximize.
Just always be shooting. I will say, This game does a lot of things that I don't agree with, like technically and morally. But we've absolutely played a lot worse things for Herd, and we've been around a while. This is Christ. I'd be shocked if this cracked the top 10. There's no way. I have no intention of ever playing this game again. Don't get me wrong, but it's probably alright. Been around a while and seen some things, though, man. The horrors of war. So, oh, that does give you. Did that recharge our energy? Or I guess like. Like I want it to be known that I hate this game, but I've hated a lot of other games a lot more. Yeah. I wouldn't say this is a good game. We've been around a while. Yeah, this is compared to some of the other stuff we've played, this is perfectly fine. This is, you know, reasonable. But hello. Like once I've adjusted to what we're doing here. Okay. Big fan of explosions. It definitely got better as I learned what to do and what was going on. That's perfectly reasonable. Yeah. First start playing a game, you still gotta figure out what's going on. So like, yeah, we done so many worse games than this. Like I'm not like, usually by now I would be like clawing my eyes out, desperately wishing I could stop playing. And I'm alright, I genuinely want to beat this level, like, so like, yeah. Oh man. It really is funny though, you play Chester Cheetah Wild Wild Quest and it really has a way of putting things in perspective. Like, you might be playing a bad game, but it's not Chester Cheetah Wild Wild Quest, you know? So there's a way of just, you know, taking a step back and making you look at the positive things. It's no California Raisins The Great Escape. If it was between this or Mario RPG Legend of the Five Pendants, I'd play this and be happy about it. You know what I mean? Those are all games that we've done previously. They're all very bad. Okay, so who are you?
Warning, Energon resistance low. Transform immediately.
Okay, this seems to be a dangerous spot, and I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say if we fall down from here, we're dead. So the fact that it's requiring I do some platforming, I'm mad. Yeah, it's a ROM hack that somebody made. So like, I try not to judge it too harshly because it was literally just one fan made it as a side project. So it's like, hey, Vic, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you, friend. How are you doing today? It's like, I try not to judge too harshly, but at the same time, like, if you had Game A and Game B, and Game A was much worse than Game B as a gameplay experience, but Game B had a much bigger budget, Game A is still a worse experience, right? So like, it's difficult for me because I'm like, I don't know. It's like it reuses all of the same assets, but it's wildly different. It's not even like there's no combat really. Occasionally things will hurt you, but you never enter combat. It's wild. It's a rough one. I mean, if you're at all curious, I've got a 3000 Bees YouTube channel, and there's a herding playlist, and that's, I believe, episode 0. Don't want to push my stuff on you, but it was a doozy.
Mission failed. 1 energy low.
Let me tell you, it was something. That's why I have a hard time. Like I've been wanting to go back and rank, like, in order how bad these games are, and that's tough for me because it's like it was just one guy as a side project, and I feel bad about that, but. But at the same time, it's like, okay, we can't say it's the worst. It's number 1 worst because low budget, right? So you make something else number 1, you make it number 2. Well, that's not fair either because number 3 had a bigger budget. So you end up just scooting it down the list. At what point do you stop? And then you have a bunch of things that are better than it at worst rankings. And it just seems weird to me. So it's like, I'm not sure how to do that.
Rhino.
Alright, Mr. Rhino Man, you and me. The world's counting on us. Yeah, we've done some stuff. I think this is herding number 20, maybe? We've been around a while. We've done Virtuoso for the Atari Jaguar. And that one just takes from you. Virtuoso just empties you out inside. We did, actually. I didn't save it to my herding playlist because I actually didn't think it was that bad. You have to understand some of the stuff we've played on here. I played Mortal Kombat Special Forces and I was actually just having a nice time. Like, it's not the best game I've ever played. I enjoyed playing it. I did want to go back and do Anthology Sub-Zero though. That one I'm expecting to be really bad. Okay, so we need to find a place to heal up. Oh. Wait. I know it drains faster when there's more red in that next to that bar. I don't know if it refills slower. It seems like it maybe. Oh, good. Appreciate you, Big. Hope you're having a nice night. Staying hydrated. Same goes for the rest of you. You gotta make sure you're staying hydrated. Care about you guys. Make sure your insides are properly saturated. Oh, my brain's just in a fog. Oh, no. Appreciate you, Sailor. You've been good company. Likewise to you. Hope you're having a nice night. Alright. So the closer we are to those crystals, the faster our bar drains. As well as these purple crystals. Fill that back up. God, if you could attack as an animal. Like, I recognize what they're wanting to do, like having it so different areas make that bar drain faster. There's an environmental hazard. Like, I'd be willing to say that might be a good game mechanic if you did it right, but this does not do it right. Because really that's what it becomes. You have to find a spot to lie down and wait for your bar to fill up. Hopefully nothing comes at you because you're just a sitting duck. It's just disappointing because isn't that the thing, like with Beast Wars, the exciting thing? Like we had Transformers, big robots, big robots are cool and all, but like the appeal of Beast Wars is now you're like robot animals. Except no, because the only time you're ever going to be a robot animal is if you're hiding and hoping that nothing comes near you. So if you're the animal, you're having a bad time. I'm joking, you're always having a bad time. That's the thing though, if you become like a T-Rex, you want to kill some enemies as a T-Rex. Like why am I a rhino if it doesn't matter? I really do want to go back and rank these games we've done. It's just so difficult to do, like different genres. But once a game, like if you give 2 different games a 0 out of 10, how do you compare them at that point, right? Like how would you compare that? Like there's nothing good about either of them. So which one's better? I don't know. And while some of the games we've done for this aren't as bad, like some of them you could compare, right? Like if we're talking about Chester Cheetah versus the Little Mermaid, Little Mermaid is leaps and bounds better. Oops, sorry. We're talking about like Chester Cheetah versus 5 Pendants. I'd rather someone punch me in the face than have to play either of them again. So it's like, which one's worse? It was like, it's so much more difficult than I thought it would be to rank them once they get to a certain badness. I mean, there is a little bit of like, I said before, the fact that like jumping, like jumping in place and like to dodge enemy fire is kind of unfortunate, because that's how you avoid taking damage, because the controls suck. I mean, at the same time, it's kind of giving me some nostalgic Ghosts and Goblins feelings. Because in Ghosts and Goblins, that's how you deal with the Red Devils. When they come to attack you, they swoop down on you, you have to jump backwards away from them while firing. And it's very reminiscent of this, just that's a 2D platform, this is a 3D. In case you ever play Ghosts and Goblins and you're wondering how to deal with the Red Devils, jump backwards away from them while they dive at you, and just spam the attack button. It's the best way to deal with them. If you time it right, you'll dodge them and they'll just, they're not very difficult at all, but it requires you are staying on a flat area without any like hazards. One-on-one, they're fine, but if there's other enemies or if there's like platforms and stuff, then you are gonna have a bad time. We just refilled our thing. There's no reason I can't just be a man for a moment. And always be firing. I love any enemy that doesn't explode when it dies. Those are actually the least frustrating enemies. They seem to be the only thing here that doesn't hurt you when it dies. So, let's that's the thing.
Warning, Energon resistant glow transformed immediately.
I don't know if we need that wing thing. Because my god, I really don't want to. Like that's some. Considering the camera and how the character moves and handles, that is near impossible to get over there and back. Once you clear an area out, though, I mean, you can just be an animal, I suppose.
I know. Back to I.
Is there a reason why his weapon is just a cube? Because with the raptor, I understood, because that was just part of the animal that they had to squeeze into the man form. Him, though, he just has a box, just a cube that he shoots stuff out of. I mean, there may be a reason for it in the show. Probably. Yeah. Can I, like, get through here?
I know. Back
Please.
to I.
When you shoot anything else, it just goes through. When you shoot this, sparks come out, so it's not flashing, so we know we're not damaging it, because when we shot the building, it flashed. So I recognize this is an obstacle we need to get past. But unlike the electric fences, I don't understand, like, it's not like we're going to push a button and the rocks are going to disappear. Or maybe they will. Alright, well, I suppose we'll find out. That's gotta be death, right? Yeah. But like, if that's the case, what else, like, what purpose is it to go over here then? What is this little nook for? Oh god. Would you guys think any less of me if I made a save state and I jumped down there? I want to restart the whole level. So there's the crystal. Waste of that, but I want to see it. What? Okay, so there's the chip. Wait, am I trapped now? Game, you're a monster, you know that?
I know.
That's
Back to
disgusting.
I.
Oh. Maybe that you can only destroy them from one side, I guess, as a way of like a one-way. Like, once you get past them, you can then destroy them to give you a shortcut back to where you've been. So, like, they stop you from getting to later areas, like a shortcut. Once you get past them, you destroy them to create a shortcut, I guess. It's just like looking at the map like that doesn't seem to be the case, right? Because it's literally just like a small loop. But let's just assume that each of those piles of rocks is destroyable after you get past them. Oh, we've been over there. And yet there's still that electrical fence. That's weird. Okay.
Beast mode.
So do you think we need that thing? apparently picked up some kind of chip. Yeah. I really wish I could just zoom the map out. You know what? I am making a save state. It's fine. I just really want to beat this level. Ah, God.
One energy low.
This game is so unforgiving. Like as hard as it is to like control your character, as awful as the handling is, and like this is not meant to be a platformer. I don't know what it would be, but yeah, this is wild as a platformer. Right, you jump and then you push the direction. It's the only way to do that. Hey. There's area over there. The map says so. Make another save state because I'm a cheating weenie and I don't want to redo any of this. Can I cross here? Not even a little bit. Alright. Okay. Some minor adjustments would make this very nearly good. Like giving me a map or something. Oh, but now I can't get back through. Did I just screw myself by getting over here without turning that off? Oh my. So, I mean, we don't know for, like, I only tried shooting that one wall, and like, I've shot 2 walls, one exploded, one didn't, so there's no reason in the world why we shouldn't be shooting things. Yeah, like that. Okay, yeah, because we're back to where we were over here before. So, once you get to the other side of a blocked path, you can destroy it to create a shortcut. I'm not happy we had to figure that out on our own, but like, you know, you know, it's not a bad feature. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna need to figure out where to go though. This should lead us back to the beginning of the level. So if I'm willing to make a save state, that, like, let's try jumping off a couple places that seems to be death. E4 in this economy. Alright. Where'd my glasses go? Glasses? That's what this game needed, not being able to see. Thank you, Big. I feel the same way. You and I, kindred spirits. Alright, I do gotta adjust the webcam. Boop, 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 boop. Alright. Alright, Beast Wars, you're not gonna break me. Beast Wars, you have no idea what kinds of games I've been playing. This doesn't even faze me anymore. Although, yeah, not being able to see is kind of an issue. Alright. So, we go over here, yeah? Can I just... Okay, this is the wall that we tried to shoot. And now we can destroy it. Why... What? What... Was one of the items we picked up, like, Smash boulder power up? I would have loved if you would have told me that, game. Because once you try to go through a door once, unless you're... like, if you try to go through a door and fail, unless you're prompted to try it again, you're not going to try it again, right? Like, right? What happened? You know? It's fine, we're making progress. And, you know? Life's not fair sometimes. I've been saying that for years. You really just do the best you can. No. Oh, that's gotta be death. There's no way that's not dying. Being attacked by some snaky boys. Danger rope. Here's what I do, I'm making another save state. Genuinely surprised that didn't kill us. Okay, we're getting there. Oh my god, this might be the most fun I've been having this whole game. Oh, that was actually fun. Oh, that feels weird. What? What?
Air raid. Air raid.
Oh!
Air raid.
Hold on. Another dude.
Time to hit the wind.
Minigame? What's going on here? Oh my god, the momentum on this guy. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so hard to explain. Once he starts moving, he picks up momentum and he keeps going until he hits the right side of the screen. So if you push right to get him to go right, he's gonna keep going until he hits the right side of the screen. So if you keep holding right, he'll actually go faster and faster to the right. It's like if you're falling in a 2D platformer and your character's like moving at an angle, they won't eventually straighten out. They'll keep going at that angle. This is the same thing, where I'll just tap to the left and he just keeps going. This is something. So yeah, like it's gonna be a lot of me just like swerving around wildly like a drone. Rescue mission. So like, I love that. That was something I was saying before. I would have appreciated if this game were like had different missions for different characters. Like different characters are better at different things. And mostly it doesn't do that. But up until now, because this is actually like a flying mission for the flying. And while that seems like a bare minimum, I'm just glad that they did it. Like, yeah. sometimes we can't. Just keep dodging and shooting, I guess. It's weird. I don't think all those shots were even hitting him. They were going wide, I believe. Like, I don't know, it's the size of a house. I mean, yeah, like
Transformer
all
rescue.
that was is just like store brand diet Star Fox. Right?
Start mission.
Like I said, I like the fact that they gave you a mission that requires one person's ability specifically. Despite the previous success, scans reveal an unidentified Predacon presence still active in the desert area. Scorponok must be stopped. The processed Energon is a massive threat.
Dinobot. Rhino. Dinobot.
Oh, we got Mr. Dino Man back. I guess that would be why they called it a rescue mission, right? They give you a mini game to get one of your dudes back. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. And not even just like you beat a level so you get a guy back. It's like you have to actually go and rescue him. Which is, I guess, what we just got done doing. It didn't seem like it, but like characters represent lives, and you beat a level so you get a life back. But they actually fit in the story as to why you got the guy back, instead of just giving him to you, which they could have done. And bare minimum, but yeah, it's alright. All the wild animals, life's not fair sometimes. Why do they give you just animals you can murder just for no reason? And like, of course you're gonna kill them because like you have to be shooting everything else. I feel bad about him. I was supposed to be the good guy. Why are we murdering innocent dinosaurs? Why are there dinosaurs actually? Think about it. If the robots arrived on this planet back in dinosaur times, then why are there gorillas and cheetahs and stuff? Why are there spiders as big as gorillas or cheetahs? Because I feel like that's a much more pressing matter. That we should probably deal with that first. Simple as this combat is, I guess it's getting a little repetitive, but I don't know, just by its nature, it's like it's simple and hard to control, so I've got no idea. If you made an enemy any more complex, like any more difficult to kill, it would just be, there's no way you'd be able to kill it. It's already all you can do to kill something without them just murdering half your health first. Like, Mr. Robot Man handles like someone removed your steering wheel, the steering wheel in your vehicle, and replaced it with a bowl of pasta. It's like I feel like that's probably time to wrap up. So you know what we're gonna do? Let's see if I can climb into this, onto this death crystal. Come on, death crystal. Yes.
Warning. And
Oh, love that. All right. Oh, that was an experience. I got my medicine slapping me across the face. I'm gonna adjust my camera and get out of here. Big, I know you said you were lurking. Don't know if you're there. Or Defoe or Ari or anyone who happened to be hanging out. I want to say I appreciate each of you. Sayla, new friend of ours. You as well, good company, hanging out on stream with me. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you're having a nice night. Hopefully you're being good to yourself. I'm sure I'll see you guys around.